guys, I'm Jade, and for today's video I'm going to be doing the fictional boyfriend tag. I thought it would be fun to do this tag since it is February, aka the month of love, and Valentine's Day was just this past week, so I figured this would be the perfect time to do the fictional boyfriend tag. I had seen that Heather from Bookables just did this video on her channel. Well, she had done it years before, but did it again because of Valentine's Day, and I saw it and I thought that's the perfect tag to do for a Valentine's Day themed tag. So thank you, Heather, for inspiring me to do this video. So I'm going to leave a link down below to her video as well as the original creator of this tag's video down below in the description. So if you guys want to, you can check out those videos down below. But enough about that. Let's move on to the guys, the boyfriends, what this tag is all about. So let's get into the questions. Okay, so boyfriend number 1 is most romantic boyfriend, and I went with Peeta Mellark from the Hunger Games series. Peeta was just like always there for Katniss. He was so sweet, always doing things for her. I mean, he literally saved her life with bread when she was starving. He, you know, was doing everything for her in the games, trying to protect her, make sure she lived in both the Hunger Games and Catching Fire. You know, he was always there for Katniss, being super romantic and sweet, and Katniss didn't always deserve Peeta, but in the end I think she realized how great of a guy he was and that he's literally the best and most romantic and sweetest boy I've probably ever read. So number 1 goes to Peeta Mellark from the Hunger Games. Boyfriend 2 is dark and moody bad boy with a good side. And for this one I had to go with Jace Wayland, or Herondale, Lightwood, Morgenstern, whatever you want to call him. Jace from the Mortal Instruments series. I love Jace so much, but in the first few books he's pretty moody and dark, though he does kind of have valid reasons at points for why he is the way he is. But underneath it all, Jace is a super sweet guy and a really, really good guy. He's just, you know, he has some family issues, so I can understand the moodiness, but he's just a great guy. I love Jace. Jace was one of my first young adult crushes, you know, after Edward Cullen, of course, because I think that was most people's first young adult crushes in books. Boyfriend number 3 is paranormal boyfriend. I don't know if fairies are considered paranormal or not, or if that's more fantasy, but whatever. We're going with it because it is Rhys from The Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, and this is the sequel, A Court of Mist and Fury, because this is where my love for Rhys developed and hit you hard. Because in the first book, I was not Team Rhys. I was like, what? Why is everyone not Team Tamlin? Tamlin all the way. And then this book came and it was like, oh, Rhys, where have you been all my life? It was like, oh, Rhys is great. Then all of a sudden you're like, yes. It was like so fast attraction, and just fell in love with Rhys so quick. In this book, he's great. Rhys-Ann is just, what can I say about Rhys-Ann? He's beautiful and smart and protective and sexy as hell and powerful and fierce, and he's just like everything you could want in a guy. And he flies too, so like he could give me rides so I wouldn't be stuck in traffic driving to work. I'd be like, Rhys, sweetie, can you like fly me to work please? Thank you. And I've always wanted to fly, so that'd be pretty awesome being able to fly with him. And he has superpowers too. Rhys is just the best. That's basically it. Okay, next, moving on. Boyfriend 4 is boyfriend you want to tame. And I picked Damon from the Lux series. To be quite honest, I read this series a few years ago. I don't remember everything about it, but something I definitely do remember is what a freaking asshole Damon is at the beginning. He's an asshole to Katie. You know, he's like not the greatest guy. He's very moody and dark and sarcastic. So I think he's definitely a boy that needs to be tamed, and throughout the series I do think Katie's personality tames him, but this boy, there's no doubt about it, in the beginning he needed to be tamed. He needed a woman to take him in and tame him. And I think I could be the one to tame him, so I'm gonna go with Damon. Boyfriend 5 is Boy You Friend Zoned, and that definitely has to go to Dorian from the Throne of Glass series. I know a lot of people were team Dorian, but I was personally always team Kale, though since Rowan's come into the mix, I think I've switched allegiance, as well as Sarah kind of made Dorian into a douchey character. So I hope he gets redeemed some. But I was never team Dorian. I always liked Dorian as a character. I thought he was a really fun compliment to Selena, but I never wanted them together romantically. I was always just like, oh, he's sweet, he's a great guy, but I'm like, no, Selena, get with Kale. So yeah, I friend zoned Dorian almost immediately, so it's gotta go to you, Dorian. Love you, but yeah, you're just it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work out. Boyfriend number 6 is soulmate. Who is your soulmate? And I'm gonna have to go with Adrian Ivashkov from the Vampire Academy series and the Bloodline series, which is the one I'm holding up now. This is the 4th book in Bloodline series by Rochelle Mead. Adrian is just, like, what can I say about Adrian? He is like that, he's got that bad boy in him, especially in the Vampire Academy, but he's so sweet and caring, and he's artistic, and he loves so much. Like, when he loves something, when he cares about something, he puts his full heart there, and he's super sexy and smart and driven, and his character arc over the 2 series is freaking phenomenal. And I don't know, Adrian's just kind of like all I would ever want in a guy. I think him and Sydney are great together. I was never wanting him to be with Rose. I think Rose and Dimitri are perfect for each other. I did like seeing Rose and Adrian together, but I knew it wasn't as right as Rose and Dimitri. If Dimitri had never been in the mix, then yeah, Rose and Adrian, but I definitely think Sydney's a better suit for him. What can I say about Adrian Ivashkov? He's just wonderful. While Adrian's definitely my book soulmate, if I had to go for an overall soulmate, it would be someone for TV, but since I wasn't doing this as a TV movie, I didn't include him. So yeah, it's gonna be Adrian, but my real soulmate is Logan Huntsberger from Gilmore Girls, because Logan's perfect and Team Logan forever. So yeah. Boyfriend 7, which is my favorite number. 7 is a good number. Subtle shout out to my Twitter and Instagram. Go follow me if you're not already. But yeah, so boyfriend 7 is a boyfriend you want to elope with. And the one I'm going with for this is William Herondale from the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. Another Cassandra Clare character in this tag. William Herondale is just, he's a great guy. I keep saying, like, they're great guys, they're great, but like, I mean, they wouldn't be on this list if they weren't. But Will is, well, he's very similar to Jace, you know, he's moody and dark, but oh, Will is just, he's beautiful and wonderful, and I think he would make a good husband. I think he would just be a wonderful guy, and he would totally be down to elope. So if I was like, Will, let's go elope now, I know he wouldn't be like, no. He's a shadow hunter, so he's down for anything, and he's just the guy who, like, he goes for it. He knows what he wants and he goes after it. Well, kind of like in the later part of the books, maybe not at first, but there's a kind of complicated reason for that. So yeah, if I'd want to elope with anyone, it would be you, William Herondale. Boyfriend 8 is boyfriend you'd venture anywhere with. For this one, I'm going with Adam from the If I Stay and Where She Went duology by Gail Forman. Adam is just, he's a rocker in a band. He's super sexy. He plays the kind of music I love. He's just kind of down for anything. I mean, he travels with his band around the country and the world, so I feel like he would be a really fun guy to go around the world with. And he is just beautiful and smart and sweet. You know, he loves Mia so much, and this book is told from his perspective, and this book like really made me love Adam even more, and I just think he'd be the perfect guy to travel around the world with, you know, to show me all the best music venues and play music. He's super cool, so I feel like he would know like all the great spots, like, you know, he would know people or be like, yeah, this is where the cool place is in this city. So I feel like Adam would be like the best person, and we would just have a great conversation. We have so much in common, so he would be a really fun guy, I think, to take on a trip with me. Boyfriend 9 is a boyfriend you'd want to be stranded on a desert island with, and I'm going with Warner from the Shatter Me series by Tahara Mafi. I honestly don't know if Warner would make great company for an island, but I freaking love Warner. He just went through such a great arc in this story, and he's like so misunderstood, but he's so amazing. I love Warner. I feel like Warner's pretty resourceful, so I don't know, maybe he could like build us some stuff to keep on the island, or who knows, maybe even get us off the island. But I feel like he'd be a fun guy to be around, and he would do whatever for me because, you know, that's what he does for Juliet. Yeah, I don't know if this is the best choice, but I love Warner, and I had to give him some love in this tag because Warner is definitely one of my top fictional boyfriends. And finally, boyfriend 10 is most badass boyfriend. And this one was actually probably the easiest choice for me, and that's Dimitri Belikov from the Vampire Academy series. Dimitri, I mean, he's known to everyone as a god because he is this fighting machine. And yeah, he does kind of have a superpower because he is half vampire, he's a dhampir, but like most of it just comes from him being amazing. Like, it's just his natural abilities. He can fight off like anyone. I mean, he's like 6'6", he just towers over everyone. I just feel like Dimitri is such a badass when it comes to fighting and anything. I would just be like in awe of him because he is a freaking badass in this series. I would be super afraid to like come in a fight with him because I would not be winning by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, Dimitri definitely for most badass boyfriend. So that is the fictional boyfriend tag. Let me know if any of my fictional boyfriends or any of your fictional boyfriends in the comments down below. And I hope you guys all had a great Valentine's Day. I was just, you know, just me being single, and I went to my improv class, so it was fun. Hope you guys all enjoyed the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button if you liked the video, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already, so you can make sure you get all my videos in your subscription feed. Once again, my name is Jade, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!